So the semen retention, you said there's not enough information about. So where will people? Because we have this no nut November type of situation. Where obviously you're not supposed to, as a man, you're not supposed to ejaculate because it helps with productivity and things of that nature. Where would that come from then? Because I'd imagine that just doesn't come out of nowhere.
I mean, I have my personal opinions, so I can share those with you. I can't say that they are fact. I think have you ever heard of an incel?
Yeah.
You know where it comes from?
I don't know the history.
It's like chosen celibacy.
Okay, I mean, okay.
So when men start, because it's interesting to see the type of men who choose to do No Nut November and how much they hate women.
I've never thought about that ever. I've never participated in it, but I'm sure that is really a thing.
But think about the people who really go hard on this and then what their perspectives are on women and what their gender ideologies are. And you start to be like, you could get in this really creepy rabbit hole of like, whoa.
I think that's tough to say because I would argue that women that always want to use sex toys and say like, I don't need a man. We could argue and say they might hate men.
Who are those women?
We could say they might hate men as well. You know what I mean? I'd rather have a toy. We could say they hate
I think we should peel back layers to what type of relationship experiences and what type of trauma have those women experienced. I don't think we're asking the wrong question.
Right.
I know, and that's what makes it hard because it's like, as men, we always got to make the approach. I find it that a lot of females don't feel comfortable enough to even explain or express themselves on how they want to have sex or past trauma, even probably being molested or stuff like that. So it's so hard for a man because it's like you don't know how to bring it up. Then you're hoping she brings it up. Then when we do bring it up, they might get offended. So it's just like, it's a double-edged sword.
But that's why it's important for us to continue to have conversations just like these because just like women have been molested, so have a lot of black men. And
but we don't have that room to share those feelings with women being compassionate towards us.
That is the fucking problem. And that is why I'm saying these types of conversations have to continue and why I got into the work that I do. It's not to teach people how to bust good ass nuts. It's to help heal our fucking community.
Yeah.
Because our inception in this nation is rooted in the exploitation of our bodies to produce more slave labor.
True.
Furthermore, you look at the 19th century and the idea of where the big black cock comes from. It comes from a eugenicist out of France or some French named mother trucker talking about, well, they're anatomically different and black men are beasts because of our bodies. Black women's bodies were paraded around as these monstrosities. And if the black man is the beast, then the black woman can never be raped. And we have continued to perpetuate that ideology. Instead of sitting and saying, let's have some really hard conversations. Because do you know the amount of times in my work experience where, and I'm super grateful that men have felt comfortable telling me this. And like, I would never confidentiality is key. And I would never be like, oh, you know what so-and-so said?
Right.
Yeah.
It breaks my heart because so many black men have experienced assault and have never told anyone. And then they somehow, we've normalized it to be like, oh, no. You didn't get raped. You became a man. Because in certain communities, it's not at the hands of a man. It's at the hands of an older woman.
Right.
I mean, I worked at Spofford and I've told this story. Anybody know Spofford in the Bronx?
No.
It's the Rikers for under 18.
Okay.
And I worked with a lot of young men. And a lot of them, I had a couple in particular who had baby mamas in their late 20s and they were 16.
Wow.
And they were like, I wasn't raped. I was like, sir, you produced a child at 13 years old. I wasn't raped. I've been fucking bitches way older than that for mad long. You was fucking them or were they exploiting you? But because we're not normalizing or even creating a safe space for men to talk about this, because you got, what's her name? Where's that? Or whatever. Talking about you gay. You gay.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we had a lot.
I forgot what she said already.
But you see what I'm saying?
Definitely.
We're only continuing to hurt each other.
Right.